aye wasi we say ebetimi aboa ama se ba no sikasem eho enkontembu anase sikasem eho dwumedi a enkoyie no ni nyina eto etwa wodi nsemi etuja ewo annual conference of the African Association of Accountants General ewo enkra ha sei eno mampanyini chim.
We have the issue of decentralization of accountant general's departments. We have struggled with this for some years, and I think that the time has come when we take bold action about decentralizing the accountant general's departments. The accountant general in Ghana manages the payroll of a nurse in my hometown in Bole. If she reports to work, she doesn't report to work. If she deserts her position, her salary continues to go into her account, because by the time somebody writes a letter to the region sends it to the ministry sends it to the accountant general, some 3, 4, 5, 6 months have passed. And then every year the auditor general will flag it and say somebody continued to receive a salary even after they had deserted their post. There's a case of the person who died. I'm sure you heard it in the last auditor general's report. And the officials of the entity attended his funeral. And yet, after the man died, they attended his funeral. For 36 months, his salary was credited to his account. I mean, that is extreme anyway, but it's an example of what can happen, you know, if we don't decentralize and strengthen the process. And so, teachers work in the districts, nurses work in the districts, and they form the bulk of our payroll. I don't see why we can't have district treasuries where their payments are made from, so that if they are not at post, it's easier to be able to determine that. I know that you have this system of validation, and so every month they have to sign to make sure that people are at post. But who really goes around and goes to every single school in my district to count which teacher is there and which teacher is not there? They just validate automatically, and that's how come sometimes we have ghosts, you know, on the payroll. However you exercise them, they resurrect. And so that's something that we need to look at.
Na sanhye mukro ya se yemampanyi His Excellency John Dramani Mahama esan editor so bi mu se wo hwe gold board modern mu asese omobo a e kire se esombu yie pa na se hu hia se abibiman obo ade agapade a wode adom ye yankasa ye bede ye hu wom ne ye hu adwuma se de be ye mu mfaso ne ba ye betimi dia ye kuro yie wo se efrimra wode gold board e ba ye enei foreign exchange eba ye man mu no ekosoro pa ni nyina ka hu bi ne ama ene yesikasem no ejina.
We had a free for all where we had people called gold traders, and they could go into the bushes and buy gold from our small scale miners. There are several instances, and I'll give you one example. When I was president, my vice president went to India, and he was talking about the increasing trade between Ghana and India. And he mentioned Ghana's export items to India, one of which was gold. And he mentioned a certain value of that gold. And then lo and behold, the Indian Minister of Commerce also came to give his speech and also talked about the increasing trade between Ghana and India. But the fly in the ointment was that there was a disparity in how much gold was reported to have been exported from Ghana and how much gold was received in India. And so definitely something was not quite right. It just meant that people were under declaring the weight and quality of the gold they were taking out. We also found a disparity where a mining company's figures of exported gold was different from the gold received by that, exported by that same mining company to Canada. And so this government took the bold decision to establish the gold board and make it illegal to take any gold out of Ghana with stringent penalties. And you won't believe it, the amount of foreign exchange that we get from the gold trade has suddenly jumped so high. It just shows, you know, what greater control of your natural resources can do. And Africa should not be ashamed of it. I mean, the developed countries say they are tired of giving us ODA. Humanitarian assistance has reduced by 40% across the world. And God blessed us with those natural resources. And we must use those natural resources to improve the lives of our people. And so any country that has natural resources in terms of minerals and all that, we must increase our sovereignty in terms of how those natural resources are either exported or insist on value addition for them. And so these are all issues that affect public financial management, and I think that there will be issues that you will be looking at.
Yɛto akase no so a Ghana ban e de atudwa sɛ sabre die wo betimi akensu sɛ America ban e ba na eto a wode toto eye koko so a yede kɔ America ban anas America ɔman no mu no eni kuaye ho enobaye bia eno so yede kɔ eto bia eye America ban e de eto so ohanchemu edunum no sabre ye yisa eto ni nyina e de afiri hɔ no mo ɔsoafo ɔhwama no ne ho nsɛm ɛso eye honorable Samuel Okujeto Ablakwa any semtrofo edieshia say enochim.
President Trump has decided that Ghanaian cocoa and Ghanaian qualifying agricultural products, including plantains, guava, maize, various peppers, tomatoes, avocados, ginger, all of those agricultural products will now no longer be required to be exported with that 15% tariff. So the 15% tariff has been reversed. It is now 0% on Ghanaian cocoa, and it is not only on the cocoa beans, but also on semi-processed cocoa. This development is really positive. It is welcome news for our farmers and agricultural exporters. What this means is that in the cocoa sector alone, if you look at current numbers, we will be raising an additional $60 million. And then if you also consider the other agricultural products, you are talking about almost $100 million. So the conservative estimates we have done, this will raise additional about $150 million for our revenues and a boost for our economy. This development is so timely because remember that our farmers have had a glut. Production has been very good this farming season, and they have been complaining about the lack of market and the lack of buyers. Now, with this new development, you can expect that exporters can move in quickly and then export these products to the United States of America. So the third good news that the people of Ghana can expect in the coming weeks is that we are negotiating on AGOA as well, so that Ghana can have the U.S. market restored for our garment manufacturers. So we welcome this development. It's good for the agri sector, it's good for Ghanaian farmers, and it is very good for agriculture exporters. And all the farmers who were worried about markets for their produce, the glut that we have, the high production, now we have a good market where you can have good returns on your investments. We want to also encourage medium and small scale exporters and also entrepreneurs to take up this opportunity so that they can have good returns on their investment.
Dr. Johnson Esiama ena waye amrado awada Bank of Ghana ano ene eye monetary policy committee omunhye mu ekoso o Bank Square ena wadi tudwa se nyame adomo man Ghana se de na ye ka sika sem no efefeba enyini ba no wose de emu tra ne sana ne nyina ene se ye sika sem toto ye ne ho hwehwe ne nyina se ye hye ye ho so wom ti aboa pa manema ejina ne naso.
The CD has demonstrated resilience in 2025, supported by improved confidence, strong operational reforms in the FX market, and robust trade and reserve inflows. Gross reserves, on the other hand, have risen to over $11 billion, which are equivalent to 4.8 months of imports cover. These are projected to reach 5 months by the year end. What stands out, colleagues, this quarter is the broad momentum in economic activity. Growth has been stronger and more diversified than anticipated. And I can give you the details. The first half of the year recorded 6.3% GDP growth. This was driven mainly by vibrant expansion in services and agriculture, while non-oil GDP surged to 7.8%. Our high-frequency indicators that we monitor also echo this trend. That is, the composite index of economic activity suggests an increase of about 9%, and business and consumer sentiments also remain firmly positive. Taken together, these gains confirm that the negative output gap is narrowing and the economy is gradually shifting from recovery to expansion. But the turnaround is not accidental. It reflects our sustained fiscal discipline, the cautious but determined monetary stance, and structural policy reforms, particularly the improvements in the FX operations framework and the rebuilding of our external buffers. The 2026 budget that was just presented reinforces this discipline and places growth and job creation at the center of Ghana's next phase of economic transformation. Looking ahead, the growth outlook remains favorable. Staff projections, supported by recent real sector indicators, suggest that the economy will maintain a steady expansion path throughout next year, 2026. The strong harvest season, improved food supply dynamics, enhanced FX liquidity, and the easing credit environment, these all provide support for continued growth into next year.
Abusafo yatwa eye kase no so sabre ye ko ya homa ne so na ye ne eye ewra Victoria boafoa wono na ye national treasure Emma Sitag said ye hye kase na se ne de to omanfo nyina anim se sabre die wo mo se wo mu de omunyuma nyina agufo mo ko indefinite strike ya maame Victoria sa woteme nka memo wajo eba UTV no sia kase so na wo te say enwumre okay na enti ya yenya ene okay mi so wadaro ma obetimi agina ye kakra ma me yesa wa homa no emu ejutwesi
yo me pacho
okay
me pacho mu ye de
me pacho an ya fe de emu ye na Sitag ababeto dwase mu de munyuma nyina agufom ensam ne de bebre mo allowances bi amususu se maaye afinie ene enyeman kaya eka ho wadaroma se de enchichemu abeto dwase eye indefinite no sa pepepe ne tia na
me pacho edi kan me fasa kwanya iso achia ahwefo nyina na machia menuanom lecturers wo 47 colleges of education wo Ghana ha nyina eya no krasa se ye de ye chalk ene ye pen enyina ego
okay enti enema hodo be na mo hwe ni mu se aban be ya amamu a emma ya enu nti sabre mo de mo nyema nyina gu fom
yo me dan si bebre am say ye nyina ye be kaya on the 2nd May 2023 and na NLC National Labour Commission emma ya na award award no binding say ye employer the government of Ghana what say abra migrate and what this money na emaye say you cannot overturn the NLC emma ruling na abinding entiment na no na nwanwa sɛ yɛabɔ aban na bɔ no aban mpɛ obeye nti na ɛwɔ sɛ yɛnso yɛtu yɛ hofo na sɛ mede wobɛkɔ mu kakra ɛbra ɛyɛ 2023 yɛ migrate yɛn no nwanwa bebree sɛ yɛ nuanom bi a ɔmo yɛ experienced teaching staff a ɔmo yɛ lecturers ɔmo kita master's degree mini aba wuji tu wobɛgye di sɛ aban no anaasɛ yɛ employer na tumi downgrade yɛ nuanom ama kɛsɛ say no ɔmpɛ sɛ yɛbɛfrɛ wɔn mo lecturers koraa na yɛfrɛ mo sɛ migration bi also take place there is no way sɛ wobɛtumi downgrade staff but nwanwa sɛ yɛ nuanom ɔmo kita master's degree yɛn employer atumi downgrade wɔn ɛno yɛ baako yɛto so mmienu ɛyɛ sɛ ɛyɛ yɛn teacherfoɔ a yɛwɔ colleges no eduru mmerɛ bi no na ɛwɔ sɛ yɛtumi kyerɛ de afi mu ni nyinaa yɛnye yɛ home na ɛba saa na Ghana mmerɛ mu no ɛwɔ sɛ aban no otimi de yɛbosome mmiɛnsa akɛtua ma yɛ na aban ne kan sɛ wɔntumi nya ne nyinaa yɛsɛ nneɛma yɛbosome mmienu so wɔ so wɔntumi ntua ɛne yɛsɛ ma yɛ baako ɔsɛ baako no koraa mɛkyɛ mu na mama mu ne nyinaa ɛnam sɛ yɛ law abiding nti yɛ nyinaa yɛgye to mu na nwanwa sɛ ɛnsie mmiɛnsa ni aban mpɛ so wɔbɛtua ne mmienu no ne mmiɛnsa nso ne sɛ woba yɛn adwuma yɛ mu a yɛfrɛ biribi book and research allowance 2023 and 2024 yɛwɔ outstanding aban ne tua wɔntua ne nyinaa ɛwɔ sɛ aban ne ɛtumi de ma akyerɛkyerɛfoɔ because yɛyɛ research ɛne yɛde akyerɛ ɛyɛ teacherfoɔ a yɛtraining wɔn so kɔ basic school no it is outstanding arrears no aban ntua na ɛno menua nwanwa sɛ ɛyɛ GTech etimi ka kyerɛ yɛn sɛ ɔmo de yɛ document nyinaa yɛ submit ɛde akɔma MOF Ministry of Finance but make us say nsia mmienu ni ɛno nso sika no nso a aban si wɔn tua ne nan so no sɛ 2021-2022 academic year ɛno yɛ nuanom a ɔmo wɔ Akokari Colleges of Education Akokari College aban ni tumi tua a wɔn bra no book and research allowance ne kakra bi ma wɔn na me top up deɛ aban ni sɛ wɔn tua na last one kora ɛka ho ne sɛ 2022-2023 ɛno nso aban ne di akyerɛkyerɛfoɔ a yɛwɔ colleges of education book and research allowance ko ya wɔ minua outstanding one I was aban ni tua wɔ so wɔn tua yɛ abɔ aban yɛ abɔ na nka National Labour Commission ɛmfama ruling nanka aban deɛ sɛ janka wo yɛ sɛ akwala nsɛm ɛnyɛ hyɛna sɛ yɛn na yɛntimi nkɔ class na yɛnkɔ kyerɛ deɛ a aban sɛ wɔnyɛ nti wote yɛ a na deɛ council sɛ yɛnyɛ ɛno no
ma metama na wo di kan wo bobɔ soɔ no nneɛma ahodoɔ a ɛhamo a ɛno nti ɛnam so masa strike yɛ aban wo ka fa baabi a wo ka sɛ yɛbu mu nimtia sɛ even sɛ moyɛ lectures ne community campo ɛyɛ ɔmoden eti sɛn din bɛ ne yɛpɛ sɛ mpanyinfoɔ pɛ sɛ yɛde frɛ mo
oh yɛde nyame adom ɛnam sɛ yɛ migrate yɛ nti yɛfrɛ yɛn lecturers prɛko pɛ
okay
anaasɛ assistant lecturers na deɛ na meka ho asɛm ne sɛ yɛwɔ yɛ nuanom bi wɔ ha a ɔmo kita master's degree a ɛwɔ sɛ wɔn so yɛfrɛ wɔn assistant lecturers but aban wokɔ Ghana yɛ Labour Act 2003 na Act 651 mu a sɛ empo yɛ migrate wɔ bi a there is no way see to me downgrade omu yenim the ends aban ne person wa kire yen say masters no okita no enya research but ye nuanom so ye nyina ye gitu so omo ye research masters holders but aban say wa downgrade wo omo and ye bro mo principal instructors and ye gitu ma enye ye eno na me ka ho asem
oh okay now obebe bisa say enfi anase bi abosome dodo a wo ken na che say aban dada no sika bi a wantria na aboro so a ababedu sabri aban yi baaye obi ka say mfie ba kompo anasa afimpo wo munyanyaaye enkomodie ben na akoso a nti enu nti wo ka say bi a moaka anasa bi a matwe aban bi a wo mpese obetie mu asem nti mu take sa decision wo ka say senka ne yie mu krombo di anka yese munya abotre kakra de ma no enkomodie akoso ana
binia maame enkomo bebre akoso na enwanwa say before election no crano ye ya banya me papa President John Dramani Mahama na me adom a ye president omo nyina ya aware e medrum rebidu they even interfered on our behalf omo ya aware kra na aban na eche mu no oye preparation bi to honomo na se ye nyina ye nim say government ye continuity enti say omo point mi antua ama yen na nyame adom say ye papa Dramani Mahama ne we ye sitting president aba maybe one is we sikenye sika dodo bi e was aban no timetena say ye nko class enko child e haye bebre e san say yam suku ni mu bia ye kire wona de so no sabi yensu ye didi yes research and then so and that you will be a can say so one research here you will never be promoted and today bia ye ko journal way and the journal ba ko publish article amame enya buoke toa enti asra ban no omomode say ye de sa ban na ntie sika na ama ye de a ene classroom ne de ye council decision na me me fa won kwa asem bi so even on the 27th of October ya and I'm say ye law abiding association ye said that the krata ba bonten even UTV ye station kase ba ku mu kura no obo ho dawro and so nim sa ban yi brofo be anasa brofo be ka say they turn a dead ear to all this. Then we have to resort to strike.
Okay, mama, say me ba we ba ne say mo ka say wo ye release statements and say bia ya kasa na proper engagements and na say bia jojo mo ne wo mo a esese bia mo direct letter ni to mo ne wo mo enhia nkasa ya wo be kasa say ne wo de to eye inform ma na say bia even say media ya bo ho de ru kompona the right place esese e ko no enko ye sisi a ye kasa engagement de be na akoso ehefo na mo ne wo mo din komo
mama engagement there. So me tia kra me say akwantu no kra adults one mage. We have had series of engagement. Even last week ya no announce the award ne ma ye no offer fair wages and salary commission offer GTech ono so ye regulator na awu meeting na sibia bi nua what people say na no kra wa pa ba enti no ka ya me say GTech making sure so on fair wages mu be hia na MOF hia because aya konebra just say ye timra so dodo engagement ne do so mame yes why even Ministry of Finance and I'm saying pesa ya so ye denti mame when you say busumi ye twa buko ya pop up and prebebe and sini na they become fruitless.
Okay and the na said nanka me bisa se ya nkomodie na se modia but nkonkosi aga no e wo mu say indefinite die na nso obi beka se e bia na aban yi putupuru mu wabam se wo bam a mo hwe ni mu se je se wotue mu sika na mamo ansa na makọ classroom akọchira de anase empo wo mama assurance am you ready say mo be classroom
yo se say die grone die assurance die ni hope you mama se 2023 na ya migrate here sama na ya papa no mo position kra no mutimi kra ya papa Haruna idusum nyina wo mo de omo kan bi kra ma ye e wo TVC UTV kra me kai omo nyina ya we na sabre die money na hand na ye timi for class akwa trade na sabre die e council decision councilor set our council decision die ye national executive committee ye ntimi se sabre it is a say ne die ye srapan so person ye ko classroom ye kwa trade dia animu ya no so dia me kan sa kwalansa hyemo de enye hye na on say yen so mo fie sika di nyina ma yen na ye nua no ma wo ya downgrade wo mo PI for no ye ni nye ho aban ne hwe say ye be migrate wo mo nyina be ya assistant lecturers eno de esi ya ene anwume ya kwa letter ne ba quickly na nyame bo ochina ye be for class akwa trade.
Oh, that is someone saka ASI DBA no ema ye mamu assistant lecturer na sesika no kra ma ye kwa mo ye okay.
And no person they just enye assistant ye lecturers wa ha. Ye assistant lecturers wa but I'm laying emphasis wo.
Okay.
Ye no ma ya downgrade wo mo no.
Okay.
But ye ka dia migration ye mu bebre afem tre ye nyina lecturers ne assistant lecturers. But ye wo ye nua no ku bi wo ho no mo a wo mo su kita masters a
ja o machi
ya regulators ne pese ya edu won be 2 years e no na maker ento mo fi esika ma no mo e migrate ye nuanom ko assistant lecturers na ye nko class nko chirade
say de na chese money na hand classroom na teach yo matse mpacho ye beda se pass ye pusi wa homa na waje ye so
me da si bebre
abusuafo
ye nuanom nyina class ye sre wo mo se de ye di kan agi atu mo no mo bia nko class nko chirade till say aban no ebe ya nuoma ye pe no wode be maye nyame sra wo bebre
nyame ehra won so abusuafo era Victoria boafo wa wono na ye treasure national treasure Emma Sitag na yete ne nsem no
abusuafo na ye gina hanum sia homeka se wono so ye ba ye beto aso Abusiafo Simon Makwaba yeto ansem no so ede amamo. His Royal Highness Prince Edward wono ena woye Duke of Edinburgh waba bepiemu woye meimu anefo mienu eno de ba hanom ensrahwe. Na wabai di oba behwe se de be ya yonkofa eda oman Ghana ene UK entem no ebetimi adedaye eba no homesua eba no ewiemu bobre ensachra ye ne ade ne nyina se de be ya bibibia betimi akoyi ede amaye obesane ye mampanyi ene nananom ahemfo wo ye nnwuma nyina di ehia toto adwen na obedru ye no kopiemu ewo Ebri Botanical Gardens ekodua edue bia ebeye nkaye dom ede amano
modern CBCC ni the gardens here oji awo o bi o baba ha asem o ni bi no ba fa so baba garden ni waja obibi ni obeja no se den obebi edie bi wa ye nwa yo ba yi prince edward ne mami yes Queen Elizabeth waba obebi edie wa ni nya berma o yes pehin man yes onu cha bibi edie wa ansa na onu abanye ya onu cha bibi edie na eno no e ma gardens no abakasam no ejina tete Kew Gardens well ewa brochi London UK ana na ujina so no wode ye Botanical Gardens uti yen no one day at the center one was so near was maybe I watch the garden because of the original the time be up in the case be of Britain baba no beto ba ebehwe sana pape aye pepepe na nia esan aye dewo mu kwa no say ochina no rinya mfie de so 77 years just say one celebrate wo UK Ghana no baba here china ye nyina e bekwa akobua ne abo tama ne ye de aka na no eno nti ona ne ba na oba no ejabuluso bibi ahuru pi say baba ye birthday ni keke no oba sisi ba bia na ma me no be fire na so won panyini ya so ye ne di nkomo ye nwie ye china de imenya kwan ene na di nkomo ni ye bisa gardens no ye o saban no kra no ahodi mo foma wona my gardens in the bathroom, then worry yet at the Abu Garden. You be the same money, and you be serious, you don't know as I said.
Progressive Alliance of Ghana, which is a kind of pack, Sabre, what they are told Abayenim say. Lithium agreement are either my Ghana and Bavari DV and Temono. A idea walk at Abayansi winning free and Rasebejum. Na won hyenhyehye na se ene nkomodie na se foforo kra said ye beya o my Ghana fasodie betimi enya free mu no ebe wo ha nchemu aduowotwe enum 85% na Bavari fo so etimi enya wo ha nchemu edunum 15%.
We are tired of the constant over-exploitation of our resources by foreigners with the collusion of all our successive governments of the Fourth Republic, which still leaves our country in poverty. NPP wanted us to have 15% and Bavari 85%. NDC comes and says, I got a better plan. Bavari should have 87% and Ghana should have 13%. Both are unacceptable today in our nation. A starting point should be Ghana 85% and Bavari 15%. Then we can start talking. Then there should be processing and value addition. We must stop exporting raw ore, but rather take our time and develop processing methods. So the end product of lithium is batteries, lithium-ion batteries, which have become very important components in electric vehicles. The whole electric vehicle revolution is based on this. We must make sure that we set up processing plants, take the ore, process them. Eventually, we produce the batteries here. Now, if you think about that value chain, that's like thousands of people employed in gainful employment. In fact, they'll make so much money because they are doing something proper. In the meantime, let's leave the lithium in the ground. Let's leave it in the ground while we wait for a better arrangement. There's no rush. Lithium is not like bananas that's going to spoil after 7 days.
It's not like yams. When you live in the ground, it's going to decay. No, no, no. It has been there for thousands of years and will remain good in the next 1,000 years. So let's live in the ground. If we are not able to develop the expertise to mine it, let's leave it for the next generation who maybe will work harder and think smarter and create the processes that will allow them to take it out, process it, and create a lot of wealth out of it. Let's not shortchange this generation, and let's not shortchange the future generation as well by just selling it off right now. It is mine taken away, and nothing is given to these people of this country.
National Affairs Vice President Emma Ghana Union of Traders Association Ora Clement Boateng dia to Ghana edwadifo nyina anim so obesro mu edwa no omutimu no omundi ho no mu ni se de be ya yade ahodo a ate se no anobebrase.
Ghana Union of Traders Association Guta eye edwadifo enkabom kuo kese wo Ghana ha wo mo ehwese edwadie ene omo di dwa no so bibia betime akoso na wo mu ne edwumakuo bia ensha abanse efre mo ICB a wo mo so edimo ntenteman ede eboa eye edwadifo adwuma wo mo eye no ho omo bepie mu ho Kumasi Kajetia Central Market wo mo eye nsiesie e wo honom se de be ya betima boa ama omo di dwa hono niema boni bia enka womo anaso womo so womo ba bedi dwa fumigation bia bi akoso na saa adwumadie no ekoso no na eye first vice chairman edema guta adwumakuo no owura Clement Boateng ede nsam atu edwa
edwanim a wonwo no ye spend more time ewo edwanim asin ye fiefie kra ye den ye timu no enti ba bia woto na udi dwa na wo spend most of your time there so am ho no anti na se oye yes anema na wankasa no ede yare ne be den na ede be bro enti abre ne abre gina na ye ne won be hia na ye tu won fosa sa anema bi etete sa no won modin se won be chi won ho aye den ede afimu se na tambia no won benya ahoden na won de aye den won de edi onjuma anase won de aton won nema enti ena dwumadi aye die enye ene eni di kan ena enye ene nso ena ebetwa to abre ne abre no na me chairman kra edi nkomo onu mpo kan se oni market managers no edi nkomo na won mpo se enka yebetima ye no quarterly anase 6 months interval kra na nka be den enka ebebo won enti going forward ne yebehwe na ya consider sa request na won dia to enim no say bia quarterly bia no anase 6 months bia no yebeba yaba be disa adwuman ewo ha enye Kumasi hanko a eyade a ye no countrywide sene be ya ede ahotie ebeba yidwanim na enkofa yaro bia nya dai emfa meha obia
eno achi owura Rubin Ame wono ene ye twerɛtwerɛfo panyimkyerɛ general secretary de ma Combined Traders Association of Ghana wono so egina adwadifo no nyina nan mu ede nsɛm sɛ tudwa
ohwedwa we ma ye di dwuma hodo bebiro ha sɛ aduane fo ha sɛ ntare fo ha enam fo ha sɛ ade bia oboso to bia obetime nya no ketia market ni sɛnti no de mo wan kitinkiti bi wo nte friends so nkronsuo nkura enti from time to time so yes management ankasa timi fumigation every month hu se mo ano ba na mo ba tie na de o mo ba ye de ebeboa edwa no pa efutu a me de ma ye minua no dwade fo no se no kre ya hu ne die no e wo fom ye nka no kre nkyere ho ye ni ehun ni se de o se ye die ehun ni fa timesre dwade fo se ye wura bronya bosumi hu se ye die minim se dwade be koso gidigidi amanfo ba na amanfo ko yanhwe ya ne adwen afis na ewe fi se e wo se ye die ehun ni ye pon wo se ye prapra ye shops enim ye wo se ye yi ball nyina ba bonte na be de be ko timesre se ye wura bronya bosumi num no ye mpegya ho ni bie num na se de be ya fungation a omo ye no ye benya so mfaso anko ye sa se ye fungation ye wie no ye se nja hotra asa timesre dwade fo no se ahunde ne ye mpegya mu kakra na niema nko ye maye
ye je abofo nka to so mi no ye baba sisia Abusafo ya mamo akwaba na yeto akase ne so ekai ashafo nyina se eye Tamale High Court ahye se Pandai abato ekoso na afie twemu no wahye se wensan yenko ne yenkoto abane bio ntine chese ma bedwani a wosisi se ye NPP emra bedwani no yesan ekọ na yakwa kwakoto abane bio ne chese NDC parliamentary candidate no e de kokodan High Court Tamale na sabre na ruling no aba na ye hwafo nyina abo se nyame ya domo a 10 pm kase no ye bedi enkomo e de afa hoto bibia enhye ne so sanfamaye
Brebe makwan ama yede kase boni nyina nso esie na nsa ne yebekọ no yede asede kwa ma pep student mesre wa so obetwiri wosia no pa ne anwumre akwakoda eye pep student sanse no ne edure betimi aba wo sene ho ban ama wo serious so ayefe wenuma ho ne die nsem ni na ebekọ yi ntimesrew enye na pep student die sto na eben wono kọ na kwaje wo die na wo ne ebusua ni nyina enchemfe sanse pep student say serie bia eho ehia anwumre asedan koma clothing palace wono no sheme atade owo Accra Central ne lava for dine di enhwanimu aya na wafre no e manta de papa fie no okwa ade ohie bia bronye wode niam ba ne bo nso da fom intano akwa akwaje wode eye 0243998313 0243998313 na she salon so eye mewigi edemame or eye wager when West Coast money di enhwanimu number no eye 0558611842 0558611842
matade ehye edi joy close at the share matade edi joy enkwamata no eye miensa matai co trade fair na jinga no was a distance no enye barrier baby a wo bia place order no be deliver edi ama wo kama occasion bia wo ko bia so obenya so atade edi ama fiti free edi joy it was 0244787799 0244787799
anyway ya ye beso mo ye me abana ba yi nyano mene
abina che watch
ya damo ase ama mu nyina mu enehweniti
Welcome to NLA 590 Mobile. Today we will discuss how you can win